Hey guys, Rajiv here from Financial Hub India. So in today's topic, we'll be doing the direction part, where we'll be learning the uptrend, downtrend, and the flat market structure, other things. Now, for last few lessons, we have learned 6 different methods of drawing the lines on the chart. All right. Now, the same way we'll be drawing the lines here as well, and we'll see how those lines will be giving us some sort of directions in either side of the market. So just to have a discussion why we need the direction part, because in the market you have either the buyers and the sellers. All right, so the market will either go up with the push of with the push of the buyers, or it will go down with the push of the sellers. Right. So it's always a fight. The market is always a fight going on between the buyers and the sellers all the time. And as a price action trader, we are supposed to analyze those buying and selling fight, the strength and everything. And whichever party we see like have more strength, we'll have to follow those guys. That's it. Nothing complicated in that. Now, in terms of buying and selling strength, the usual thing is we look for some kind of structure formed in an uptrend and in a downtrend. All right, and whenever we see those structure, and this is a basic structure, it's not like all the time you'll have to have those kind of a structure to define that, okay, this is this means that the market is going up, or this means that the market is going down. Not necessary, but this is a basic structure to start with, you know. And that structure is known as higher highs and higher lows, and the other structure is known as lower lows and lower highs. And whenever you see these kind of structures, higher high, higher low structures, or lower low, lower high structures, you can assume that there is a trend formations. I mean, uh, there is a strength of either a buyer or a seller. When it's a higher high, higher low structure forming up, then you can assume that the strength of the buyers are in the market. So you're supposed to look for buy trades. And whenever there is a lower low, lower high formations, then you can assume that, okay, the strength of sellers are there and you're supposed to sell it. All right. Then again, the side note is this is not everything. Not We don't need higher high and higher lows all the time to define that, okay, buyers are there or this is an option and we need to go for it. Not necessarily all the time. So these are the things we'll be doing in the advanced course in more in-depth context in that. All right. So let's start with that. So let's say these are the 4 candles you have, and you have 2 3 candles up, and then you have some more candles down, and then 2 3 candles up and some more candles down. This is how something is forming. So as far as our lesson, as far as the lessons we learned, am I recording or no? Yeah. Okay. So in terms of those lessons, how the line should be drawn: 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, the opposite can happen at the same time: 1 2 3 4 coming down, 1 2 3 4 coming down, 1 2 3 maybe, then coming down, then some more candles. So you go like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah. So these are the 2 different kind of a structure. Basic structure, again and again I'm saying basic structure. Why I'm putting so much effort on this? Because the world of price action thing, the Google and YouTube, if you go, the only definition of an option or a downtrend for them is then higher high or higher lows and lower low and lower highs. The only strength they see in there. And but in real price action context, that is not the picture, you know. So you need to understand that this is a core concept. You can say this is a basic concept to understanding the trend in the market, uptrend or downtrend. But there are more to understand above it. You know. Now, if you just look at this structure, these 2 structures, what is the kind of a structure you are seeing it? Price falls from here to, let's say this is a 500 level. Price falls from 500 to 400. Then it pushes back up to 450, and then from 450 it comes down to 300, and then from 300 it goes back to 350, and that's how it's falling and rising. So the structure we can see here is it falls more and rise less. It falls for 100 points, rise for 50 points, or maybe 40 points, or maybe 30 points, or maybe 60 points, but it doesn't rise for 100 points. And then again our sell-off comes in. It again falls for, let's say, 150 points. Okay, and again it rises less and falls more, rise less and falls more. That's the structure you're seeing, right? So whenever you see this kind of a structure, this is called as a downtrend, because you are forming lower low and lower high. So the structure is lower low, LL and LH. Lower low and lower high structure. Why lower low and lower high structure? This is the first low in the market. The price breaks this low and it makes a new low here. All right. And then again, price breaks this low and make a new low. And every time price is making what? Every time price gives you a bounce back from this low, it makes a high here, which is lower than the previous high, isn't it? So it's a lower high, and next lower high, and next lower high. So the formations are lower low and lower high, which shows the strength of whom? The sellers. It falls for 100 points, it rises for 20, 30, 40 points. Again, it falls for 200 points. So who is in control overall market? The sellers. The sellers are in control for the overall market. All right. Now, so this is done. All right. Whenever you see a lower low, lower high formation, this is a downtrend you will be saying in the market. Downtrend. All right. Now the exactly opposite. If you understand this, then we have already done this then. Exactly opposite is true for this. Whenever you will be seeing higher high and higher low, you have an uptrend, because the buyers will be in control in that scenario. Here price falls more and rise less, and here the opposite is happening. Price rise more here from 500 to 600 and falls less. Rise for 100 points and falls for 50 points. Rise for 100 points, falls for 50 points. Rise for 80 points, falls for 20 points, maybe. You know, so exactly opposite. So you have an uptrend, and why the higher high and higher low? Because every time the price is breaking the previous high, it's making a new high, which is a higher high. And the price, this was the prior low, and now the price made a new low. Then there's a new higher low again, and there's a new higher low again. Okay, so this is uptrend. So whenever you see these kind of structures, you will be defining this uptrend and downtrend. Now the reversal happens as well. Like here, let's say price falls. Price falls. As usual, the price was falling previously, but this time price wants to rise, but it couldn't rise. So it starts falling like this. So you see the shift, how the price is shifting from an uptrend to downtrend. Now what's going on? The structure, this structure is broken, isn't it? Here you see the higher low is not broken anywhere. All right, but here the higher low is broken. And what's the structure now? Now the structure is lower low. These are the first low. Then there's one more low, which is lower than the previous low. So we have where here this was the higher lows. The higher lows were building up. Price was making new lows every time, new higher lows every time. But here price is making new lower lows every time. Here price was making new higher highs every time. Here price is making new lower highs every time. I mean, this one and this one are same. All right. So the same thing can happen here also. Price moves up, like what moved up in here, but this time price falls and rise up. So what it made, it has so far in previous swings, it was breaking the previous lows, but now it has broke the previous high. So this was the last low, but now it made a new higher low. So the structure is changing or no? It's a structure is changing, right? From lower high to the higher high, higher low in that direction. All right. So this is done. I'm done with this. Now, 1 second. Okay. Now, if you go back and if you see in here, you'll find the structures here. It goes up, down, up, down, up. So what it was an uptrend. It was making higher highs and higher lows. Then what happened? What is this? The shift. Low, low, lower low. Wherein this was what? This was a low, this was a low, this was a higher low. Yeah, this was a higher high it was making, but here this was the next high after this. Now what it made? A lower high, lower high. So higher high, higher low, uptrend, lower high, lower low. What's your making? Downtrend. Yeah, and then go ahead, again a shift, uptrend, right? So you got the directions, pretty easy. Now, about a flat market structure, let me talk about a flat market structure. Let me go through today's market. We have a flat structure in today's market as well. Proof of market, okay. So there will be some scenarios where you won't have higher highs and higher lows. They will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From 500 it goes to 600. From 600 it comes back to 500, 500 to 600. Yeah. So when this thing happens, you can see a strength. Price moves up from 500 to 600. From 600 it doesn't fall that much. How much it went up from 500. Okay, so 500 to 600, 100 points move, then it falls for 20, 30 points, then a 100-point move. Yeah, so somehow it shows you the strength of the buyers and weakness of the sellers, because the buying swings are much higher. But here we don't have something like that, and in a downtrend the same thing happens. It sells off more and rises less, sells off more. So somehow it shows you the strength of the sellers. But here it rises 100 points, it falls 100 points, it rises 100 points, falls 100 points, rises 100, falls. So it gives you no hints of the buying or selling strength. So both the parties are really here, the buyers and sellers both, and they're playing in a range of, let's say, 500 and 400. So this is called as flat market or sideways market. Flat market or sideways market, or you can say neutral market. So like here, you see the uptrend was here, right? But eventually what happened here? Eventually, this is a flat market. Price falls from here to here, then again rise from here to here. So there is no strength as such. We can understand the direction which way the market is moving, because it has fallen 100 points, it went up 100 points. Again, what happens? It falls 100 points. So it is like ping pong within two boards, right? So this is an example of the flat market structure. And today we had a trade in here, we bought it in here. So I think in the last video you have that in the Q&A sessions we did. And then it again went up from here. So this is the target, you can say. It can reach up to here, isn't it? So these are an example of the flat market structure. Let me see if I can show you some more flat market structure. Some clear and more flat market. Oh, praise God. See, this was overall trend, you see, overall trend, and the trend reverses where low, low, lower high, low, low, lower high, low, low, lower high. Here it first time makes higher high, and then it starts building up higher high, high low, higher high, higher low, and then it falls with low, low, lower high. You know, some kind of flat market structure we have. And in here we can say the price was range bound. Within a range it was moving up down up down. I think I can show you some better trades in Reliance maybe. Or in SBI, some of the stock was very much. Yeah, we have it here. A range bound structure here. Overall, from here, price moves up to here. Then from there, price moves down from to here. Then again, it moves up to there. So it's playing within this range. There is no way we can figure out a direction here, isn't it? So that's it from this lesson. Yeah. So just for the people who are seeing the recording of this after 8th of July, that this is a live course basically you're conducting, and right now you're going through the foundation course. And from 8th of July, you'll be doing our advanced course, and the videos after 8th of July won't be available here for the foundation course topic. Some of the foundation course topic will be covered in the advanced course as well, because those are the basic part of the advanced course in there. So if you're not getting those videos, then don't knock me, please, because people keep knocking me with the other videos. So I just want to make sure this part. So the registered members only, whoever joined the advanced course in financialhubindia.com, then they will be a part of that course, and they will get the video access in there. And this foundation course we do once in a year. So hopefully the next course I'll do maybe on December 2019. I don't know whether I'll do it or no. It depends on the time and situations. The regular format of the course is that on a weekly basis, there are some projects given to you to complete. And on Sunday, every Sunday, we have some Q&A sessions for the members. So the further queries are resolved in those Q&A sessions on Sunday. All right, so that's a regular format. But since we are doing a live course, so we're just here in the recording. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next lesson on this. Thank you. And the homeworks will be posted in the Telegram channel for the paid members actually. So people who are already in the course, you can just check out the Telegram channel. I'll be posting those some of the practice setups on this uptrend, downtrend, and flat market structure. So try to solve those those homeworks by tonight, since we have the Q&A session on this topic tomorrow by 3 o'clock. Okay, I'll see you guys.